Hello, Elisa. Good afternoon. Vlastimil here. I would like to take you through this journey to rank again #1 for the targeted keyword. But first, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I want to tackle it a little bit differently and present you these slides through video and show you also tools I'm using. So I hope you will enjoy it, and let's go for it. You gave me the assessment about query agile methodology. Currently, there is the URL that is ranking on the 3rd position on Google, but it used to be #1. And you have also a guide composed of multiple pages. A guide is a very important word, and I will demonstrate just in a while why. So we want to push this authority page again to the first position, and let's see what we can do. So please bear in mind that this is just a walkthrough thought process. These are not actionable steps that need to be implemented right away. And anyway, if we take some of these tactics, we cannot implement them, all of them, at the same time. We need to separate them and take very full attention and dedication just to one of them. So we set the rule right now, and let's dive deeper. I split this presentation into 4 categories. I show you what tools and Chrome extensions I'm using, the manual assessment Google SERP, then on-page walkthrough process, off-page thought process, as well as interlinking thought process. The tool I use and that make my life easier is SEMrush, Neuron Writer, Screaming Frog a little bit, and then Chrome extensions, detailed SEO extension, SEO Quake, free backlink checker, and schema builder. So let's first focus on-page walkthrough thought process. Let me take this presentation off the screen. And actually, first and foremost, I want to set up my incognito window, or browser, I'm sorry, because I want to target the US region and English language. Although my Mac is all in English, but I want to change the region. So this is just demonstrating that I'm doing it. Now I target agile methodology. I can assume this is commercial or informational, basically informational up to commercial keyword. And I can see all this intent here. And yes, we are ranking position #3. Atlassian and what is agile methodology from Asana is position #2. Sometimes when I Google agile methodology, these two, Atlassian and Asana, swap each other, but Wrike, it's all the time on the position #3. So now what I like doing it is assess manually these 3 or top 2 competitors that outrank us. What I can immediately spot here is a featured image and featured snippet. I'm going to talk about featured snippet a bit later, but now I can see there is the image, and it is infographic. And this infographic is coming from Asana. So this could be one indicator why we are not there. It could be just some hint, because we don't use this type of pattern. You can see there is the pattern, and it shows you what is agile methodology. So it looks like Google likes that, but we are not there. So it could be one little tweak that could help us to go somewhere. Maybe, let's see. Now let's open one by one of the competitor. So here we go, Atlassian. So what does it tell me? Just manual scanning. Here we go. They have above the fold some banner. They have probably H2. This could be H1. This we will assess later. There is just bunch of categories, I think, exactly. These are just some type of categories, and it's text, image. Again, this type of subheadings, image, subheadings, and that's it. So this is very interesting from the on-page assessing or manual assessing what makes it #1, but this we will figure out later when we dig deeper. Beside that, there is Asana. Asana, they use beautiful featured image, And what I know, they have this type of infographics. So that could be a reason why it's above us. But that's just a little tweak on page optimization. But there is a pattern. Now they use beautiful readability subheadings and even the numbers. So this is amazing for readability, all these pattern. And here are the button subheadings, and readability is really flawless. So I can scan down. Like first impression, this is very nice readable website, and I would definitely stay reading it. And here is the word guide, which attract my attention so much. Last but not least is our page. It's outstanding, absolutely yes. And when I scan through this page, readability is top notch. I'm telling the truth, I really love that. What I'm missing here is the infographic. Maybe this is something that we could implement, but the structure of the page is excellent. I mean, subheadings, readability, the number listicles, and internal external links. This is just really manual scanning right now, very quick, what I can assess from the incognito window. Now, back to the query, agile methodology. So the search intent I want to talk about here a bit. Does our page satisfy the answer and user if they're looking for agile methodology? Because it seems to me we are targeting the long tail keyword, which is our query, what is agile methodology in project management? And this is something that these above competitors, they don't have. They have guide, here is just very simple title, but the search intent could be a bit different. When you look at what is agile methodology in project management, you can see, sure, absolutely, we win featured snippet, there is the video, and that's absolutely all right. And the Asana is already below us. And I even don't see Atlassian again. So here we go. Here is again. So the search intent could be taken into consideration that we are not satisfying exactly the same text-based content as our competitors above us. So this could be about deeper understanding, reading truthful or reading carefully through both articles above us and assess what is missing. Maybe there is missing some subheadings, maybe there is missing some information, maybe there is missing that picture I showed you before, like here. That's something that really we need to take into consideration, search intent. Now, I'm going back to my normal browser, not in incognito, because I want to use all these Chrome extensions here. So, and I want to look at the individual page on its own. So when I go here and open the page Atlassian, and I'm going here and I'm going to very quickly assess it. Okay, so here is the title. SEO title could be longer, but what I'm looking for basically any error or any advantages that could be above us. So headings, the structure is a bit messy. As I can see, first is H2, 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 and H1 is somewhere even in the middle, but as we can see, it's ranking in the right way. So I mean in the first position. So when I look at the what is agile methodology Asana, very quickly they are very well set. The word count. We compete with the similar word count. Here, what I can see, headings, they have, again, the structure of the subheadings is very well organized, although it doesn't start with H1 first, but that's okay. And here is the guide, which attracts me so much, and I will tell you again why. So the structure is pretty long. So let's have a look on our finding. So here we go, we target this keyword. So it seems to me the search intent is not the same as we would target what is agile methodology. So again, as I previously said, that could be taken into consideration. Description should be shorter, but it doesn't have much impact on ranking, even not really. All these boxes are ticked, which is really great. We are good set, and headings, we are well organized, which as I can see, H1, H2. So here I don't see any still issues that I would find, but I continue. The next point I want to point out is one more time schema. So as I noticed, Atlassian doesn't use any schema, but this is very important for Google right now to use the right structured data on the page. So I'm a little bit surprised that they are, first of all, up until now, what I have found, they don't use schema, but they are on the first position, because I know already there are other powerful signals they deserve to be there. But first of all, they don't use schema. Yeah? When I look at the Asana page, they do use schema markup. So this is very critical to implement it as well. So they are doing really great. And when I look at our page currently, and when I click here, schema, it's not there. It's not there. I like basically using the second Chrome extension, Schema Builder. So we don't use any schema markup. We don't say, Google, hey, we are here and we have this type of website, article, blog post, whatever it is, and choose the right schema markup. So let's have a look at Asana, what they use. So we should implement article schema markup, basic logo organization, site links, and website, at least at the bare minimum. So here are recommended one. But if we are able to do that, we might have a chance, along with implementing this beautiful infographic, plus implementing schema markup on the page, we could have a chance to rank higher. But this is just assumption, okay? So that's my finding, because Atlassian, they don't use schema markup. This is our chance, the another chance. The next thing I like assessing is the featured snippet on page optimization. We can have a chance to steal it. So what I would do, I would pull out the ChatGPT, and then I would write a prompt to review it and come up with the new copy. So the prompt exactly I would use, I will show you in the slide, and you can read it. So we would spend so much time on it, but I would try to steal the featured snippet of the first page. Maybe there is something that is possible to improve, so it's just about restructuring the text, and you will see it on the slide. The next thing is SEO quake diagnosis. I like very quickly scanning through this page, and immediately what I can spot here again is missing schema markup. So definitely I would always consider implementing it. While staying still in the SEO quake Google Chrome extension, I can very quickly spot some very significant difference. So here are all these free URLs, our competitors, and as I can see how many backlinks pointing to the given URL. So we are with 891, sure, we have more, but the question is what type of quality. And when I look at the root domain, so this is significant difference. We have 8 million, based on the data from SEMrush. I can even read it, but this is significant lower number than the above. There is 8,071,332. So this we will dig deeper a bit of later. So still having the on-page assessment. So I'm using Neuron Writer Optimizer, which is for NLP keywords, and it is really powerful because we use it for a couple of projects also on our own, and it works very well. So I pull out the URL that I want to improve, targeting agile methodology. As I can see, there is huge search volume, and I can show you the editor. So when I assess it very carefully, I can see what we can improve right away. So here I copied and paste all the article, the structure. So I selected competitors just above R2 because we want to outrank them. So it means I wanna shoot above target something content score around 72. The first one is 47, but there is significant reason why. The length of the content is very similar, so that's okay, but there is something missing, and I will show you what I think is the right way to optimize it. So let's shoot for 72. First of all, it's saying there is a guide missing. So the Asana is using guide. So I would, for example, place there in the title something like guide. It could be improved, but let me prove for you that this could significantly work. And I would also include all these NLP keywords, not all these, but some of these NLP keywords in meta description. Suddenly we have 65 score. Now we have all these NLP's keywords that are on the right side. It's not about shove them within the context and the content, absolutely no. It is really see them as a topic. So for example, agile methodologies, we use 28 times. Okay, and our competitor only once. I know that could be something like typical usage is 1, but it could be the reason, so I would lower it. It seems to me it's too much. It's too much on the page, but that's just my impression right now, and it's about optimization, and that could work. So these are the NLP keywords I would optimize. I would play a bit around in order to see some quick wins. Now I want to move to very interesting tab, which is competition, and here I want to demonstrate the real findings. So here as I can see, this is pulled out from Moz, and I already spotted the first Atlassian, the domain authority is 99, 78, and 69 is ours. So we are much more lower. So do we deserve to be there? Maybe yes, maybe no. Let's see what we can improve. One of the improvements could be the NLP keywords implementing and make sure we are our score is around the 72 as Asana at least. And including the guide in the title and some other small tweaking, but even our page authority is in some point lower. So these are indicators that we need to work on backlink acquisition, and I will show you in a while more detail. What is really important to understand is competitor structure. So as I can see here, these are the headings. And they don't target the main keyword in the headings, but they deserve it probably there because they targeted H2. But that could be also the reason that it is ranking with the punch of more backlinks and referring domains. Because here, as I can see, Neuron Writer couldn't spot H1 heading. Why is the reason? Maybe it's CMS problem, maybe it couldn't crawl it, but I look at the source code and it is absolutely alright. So this is just maybe hiccup of the Neuron Writer. But what I can see here is the guide again. What Neuron Writer recommends is implementing the guide word. Atlassian doesn't use it, but it could be something that can be taken into consideration. And the same is targeting H2. What is the agile methodology? What is the agile methodology? What is the agile methodology? Perfect. That is right. But still there is some pieces of missing that slowly and surely we are finding out. Schema Explorer, as I already showed you, here we are missing. So here is type article. Here is also showing type website schema, but we don't have any schema. So I would definitely recommend implementing it. Here are the titles. What I can see, there is not much difference targeting the right keyword. Atlassian does not target the right keyword. Description, H1, here Neuron Writer couldn't crawl it. Either way, it's okay. Competitors breakdown, this is nice chart that I can see domain authority is here. So our is significantly lower. So we need to work on gaining significant authority on the domain. The another one is this on-site features. So Asana is using iframe. Well, is about assessment, what type of iframe exactly they use, but we don't. But we use video, so that's kind of counterintuitive. Either way, this is a great comparison what we can achieve. Image we have, video, iframe. Well, none of them use table, but we are on the position number 3. So back to this, I want to show you one more time. So page links, page authority, I already show you. So this is very great comparison how we can assess our link building strategy, because there is significant gap that probably we need to take into account link building acquisition. While staying still here, content volume, as I can see, the number of words on the page, content length, we are pretty much same. So on page optimization so far, is again schema markup, implement infographics, a little bit tweaking NLP keywords, adding them in the title. That could help, and tweaking the featured snippet, the paragraph underneath H2 heading. That could be the still on-page optimization we could try and implement. After implementation, these on-site optimization quick wins through neuron writer and schema markup and all this stuff that I just showed you, what I would do, I would try paid promotion of this particular web page. So I would take this web page, and in terms of our quick wins, I would promote them through email marketing, social media, pay ads, and see what would happen, because they could naturally accumulate links while having this beautiful infographic embedded here within the content. And then we could try that infographic share on social media through the email marketing, and could accumulate really, it is great linkable asset. It could accumulate links by itself and help boost us to the second and first position and win the featured snippet. So now let's move on to off-page walkthrough thought process. I will move it again off the screen. So let's pull out the SEMrush. SEMrush, the target keyword, agile methodology. And here as I can see, we are in the 3rd position, and our referring domains is 282. Asana has 287. It's not far away, so we need maybe to acquire 5 more very powerful referring domains, and then we can be there. We can beat them, Asana. Sure, Atlassian is 1.6K, but still, it depends what type of quality of backlinks they have, and maybe if we have more powerful one, we can win the spot. So this is important metric that as I can see, page authority score as well. But in order to understand it a little bit on the high level, we need to know authority score on the entire domain. So what I basically always do is I'm going here, and as I pull out the report of our competitors. So what I know, Atlassian, they have authority score about 81, which is pretty high. Then is Asana. They have something like around 77. And now, if we look at this data from our perspective, Wrike, so where we are right now is about, I think, 60, if I remember properly, 62. That's correct. So we are 62 domain authority or SEMrush authority score, 77 and 81. That's the reason why they deserve to be there on the Google first page, I assume, because their domain authority score is really high, Atlassian. So I will list these numbers in slides. The interesting part is I like using Ubersuggest, and it is saying me your domain authority must be at least 77, which currently our domain authority is 69 based on Ubersuggest, and around 10,000 backlinks. So that's pretty significant boost, because right now we have around 892. But that's inaccurate. I don't believe it much. It is about referring domains, and all the time I shoot for referring domains. These are much powerful than backlinks themselves. The next metric I look at is referring domains, the number, and their domain or authority score. So this is for Atlassian. They have around 83 referring domains with authority score 92 to 100, 153, 81 to 90. So I can go explain for Asana and for us, which we have significantly less. But let me pull up this sheet, because here are the numbers from a couple of hours ago, and they even gained some numbers. So here are some differences. So we can see here this authority score that I showed you a while ago for Atlassian is 81, and they deserve it because they have 82 referring domains with high authority score, and we have just 3 times less, or like, yes, almost 3 times less. And even if we look at the 81 to 90 authority score for Atlassian, they 150. We have we have less half of them. So we have some way to go to develop link building. And if we look at the authority score between 71 to 80, we have 142 referring domains. On the other hand, the Asana, they have 294, which is very big difference. And Atlassian has 412. Well, it leads us to link building acquisition. Just very interesting part when I look at the Google SEMrush analytics right now. So when I look at Atlassian, in April they started gaining the organic traffic, as well as Asana the same time, and us, we are losing. It makes sense, because I bet in April 2023 something happened there and we declined slowly organic traffic. Now what I do next is analyzing the page level, exact URL. So backlink analytics, and I want to see anchor text. So when I know currently that we are somewhere in what I want to say, anchor text is very critical for ranking signal. When I look at Atlassian, so I know their most used anchor text is agile. The Asana website or the URL is the same. And I will show you very quickly that I'm right, and I compare all 3 findings. Although our top anchor text is naked URL, as I can see. So let me pull out here my finding. It's a little bit smaller, but it's true. So we can compare even on the page authority score. So Atlassian 66, this is 54, I think is the same. Let me check it. Probably yes, I've done it in the morning. So here is our chance to outrank if we acquire more referring domains, because we are not far away of Asana, so 282 and 286, and we can use the similar anchor text, because look at this, 1000 times they use agile anchor text, 186 times agile, and we use just 34 times. This could give me some hint. On the other hand, our top anchor text is naked, which was here, this naked, right? This URL only. So I would find all these websites that include our naked anchor text or URL within their article, blog post, whatever it is, page. This is 167 times. And then I will reach out to them and, hey, could you swap it with agile anchor text? So that could work. And if we target the word agile methodology, as I can see, Atlassian they only included 148 times in the anchor text. Of course, in the amount of backlinks, it dilutes, but still, agile methodology 58 times, Asana, and we are having 168. So I would play a little bit with this anchor text, and maybe this could be the next point. So let's move on to find backlinks opportunities. First and foremost, Backlink app is a great tool of SEMrush. I like using it. So now I pull out our competitors that outrank us. And now I can see, for example, HubSpot. They link to Asana even twice. So I would go and have a look where exactly they link and maybe try to get the link. So you see, here we go. So that's beautiful example because they are using their infographic, and that's exactly what I was talking about. That could be the significant boost because they link here, anchor text, exactly. This is to their website, and here we have their infographic the second time. So that's the reason why I'm saying infographics are really powerful, and that image could bring us there. Leveraging the next link building tool within the SEMrush is a powerful way to find backlinks. Links, insertions, guest post opportunities, product review, directory, etc. Menu link, etc. So here when I pull out 863 projects, potential projects. So what I can see here, I found this McKinsey example. The relevancy rating is 4.5. It is the website that is talking, or the page, what is agile. It is basically prepare for Atlassian, but let's try to steal the link. And when I look at the agile methodology keyword that we can target, or only agile, or better agile methodology in this case, so we can insert their link. We can reach out to them and ask them because they don't link to anyone. This is the big opportunity. And the last part I want to walk through is internal linking. So let me pull out of the screen this presentation and go back to SEMrush and analytics. Yes, it's backlinks analytics. And I can see the index pages. So here we go. Is it our target authority page that we want to rank back to the first position? And I can see immediately it has accumulated 209 internal links, which is kind of significant number. There is never enough internal links, of course, but it depends what type of anchor text we use, from which pages we are referring to this authority page, as well as what are the page authority score for this type of internal links. But let's have a look. Before I move deeper into internal linking, I was curious about site health, but why I was crawling your website, although I'm limited with my current plan 20,000 pages, I was curious about internal linking report, and immediately I found out there are over 20,000 broken internal links, which should be taken into consideration and see what's going on there. So when I look at the particular page, exactly what we are target and increase authority score and move it to the first position on the Google, so should give me some type of maybe broken links, internal links that is on the page. But as I can see, is loading so long. Oh, here we go. Okay, there is one internal link that is broken. I would definitely fix it. And together with these broken links, which is here, the different report, as I can see, there is one loop redirect. So this is something that I would fix as well immediately. Here I can see there is 184 URLs incoming internal links, but in the previous report there was 209, but it's just different type of report within the SEMrush. Maybe there is some hiccup. The next thing I spotted is this internal link distribution. So if I go to these top strong pages, I can see there is internal link rank score, which is developed by SEMrush. there are these type of URLs that are significantly linked to internally. And when I pull out our page, I think there is ILR, or internal link rank score, I cannot pronounce it, is 96. So there is the room to take some of these pages that are above us and push the link juice through them to our page that we want to rank. So that could be the opportunity as well to gain significant boost. So I've been thinking about it a bit. So like this is internal link rank score for the authority page. Our authority page is 96. And I would push, so I want to explain again in order you to understand. I would push link juice flow from related internal pages that have higher internal link rate score. So it means from some of these I would pick related, some of these, and larger than or higher than 96. And that are closer to the home page because we are in the second depth in subfolder. So maybe choose the menu on top of the menu, and if we want to really boost it, give it new link juice, internal link juice from immediate menu overview, and that could also help our ranking. So now I want to go back to backlinks analytics and look at these internal links again, where they are coming from. And especially you gave me another URL that you have a guide composed of multiple pages. So immediately I can see anyway here is some type of URL that is indexed. It's accumulating internal links, so I think it's redirected, but either way, let's focus on the top one right now and see what we can improve here. So what I basically did is I pulled out all these URLs of the multiple pages, the guide, and where is anchor text, and these URLs are pointing to our page that we want to improve. So currently this page authority score is between 24 to 16 within the Agile guide. Our page authority is 54, so we want to boost it a bit. So as I can see, there is little deviation of the anchor text ratio. I think maybe it's half and half. I didn't really count it, but if I count it right now, agile methodology. So as we mentioned, from the backlinks outside world, agile would be better target right now. Here is like 50-50, I would say. So, but I would go further and explore the opportunities where we can find another pages on our website and link to this authority page. So I basically, what I do, I use Google search operator, site:/Wrike.com agile methodology. It gives me all pages which includes the word agile methodology. So there are 2,900 results. I would need to go one by one. Of course, many of them will be agile guide within the agile guide pages, but still I have a chance to find higher page authority than are this one, or even better if we have some page authority that have a higher score than 54 and then link to it with the anchor text agile or agile methodology. I would push that link juice, simply said, from the higher page authority. So this is like basically it is. I don't know how many minutes I talk, but you can skim it through because I will send you this presentation. But I want to summarize it very, very briefly. What steps to do to improve ranking for the Query Agile methodology? I know there is a pain point right now. We are on the position number 3. We want to go back. We want to win featured snippet because that keyword, it's very powerful. It is like very hard to rank. It has very, very large search volume within the US, 32,000, and it is something like commercial keyword, informational commercial keyword. So we want to be there, because when we look at the search traffic, the first position is taking almost 27,000 search traffic, and we are having 4,000, 4.2. So we definitely want to go back. So what I would do, simply said, first of all, optimize quick wins. Optimize content according to Neuron Writer NLP Keyword Optimizer with Neuron Writer tool. I love doing it. Maybe you use another one, don't know. It could be even SEMrush on-page optimizer, but it's very lame. It doesn't give the actionable steps. Then I would implement schema markup and create infographics. I showed you it's powerful link building asset, because some of the authority website link to Asana just because of infographic. And that could be the reason. If we create new, powerful, nicer, much attractive infographic, then we reach out to them, swap the link and infographic, then we can move the needle. I would implement outreach marketing, which is acquire referring domains, ideally higher than Wrike's authority domain score, and targeting the same anchor text as our competitors, which I showed you within the deck, using agile methodology, mainly agile because they use more try to implement it. And then internal linking. I would push link choose flow from internal pages that have higher page authority score and internal link rank score. So that could be my quick wins. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and looking forward to your feedback. Thank you so much, and I really like talking about it and finding these issues that we can be there again and and be there on Google first page. Thank you.